have a question. So to me, it seems like it has to be something that happens like around the world for it to actually get some type of attention. Do you understand what I'm saying? So say there's like little things in communities, like say I went to jail for something that I didn't do, but I know it's wrong and my friends know it's wrong, but I'm not getting any injustice from everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we're kind of like alone with it, not just me, but like every other buddy. But it's like when something happens like that, like somebody getting shot or this, that's when everybody will come and speak up. So I mean, I feel
That's
like
when they deploy all of the resources
that's what I'm saying.
in
So
order
it's
to
like,
distract you.
what about us though? We didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do that wrong. Nobody was there sticking up for me or helping me or standing up for me. Nobody.
Megan, I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
you want to know the truth? Black women don't like you. They don't give a fuck about you.
You said
You
that to
want
me
to test?
last
You want
time,
to
I
test
think.
that theory out? You want to test that theory out? Go get you a black man. What you mean? What about me? What you think that they your friends too? Give a fuck about you? They don't care about you. You think you in the friend zone? You ain't safe. Ain't nobody safe. They don't give a fuck about you either. That's the truth.
Yeah, the wrong black
You
women.
looking for a level of sympathy. The one thing that I will tell you about the black community is they're gonna leverage what they think is your privilege, and they kick you out the minute that you decide to get with their man.
Not Tyrone.
And you ain't even gotta have a good black man. You just gotta get one. You don't even have to get a good one.
Didn't he say this? He said this.
Don't
I think you
want,
said
the
this to me
ones that
last
they're gonna
time I
hold
was
you
on.
accountable. The ones they say that they don't want is the one that they're gonna hold you accountable for. You think they're your friend if you want to play that game. Go ahead. I dare you. You ever walked around with a black man before?
Didn't you ask me this question last
I
time I
don't
was on?
remember you.
Yeah, I don't remember him asking that to you.
Yes, he
Well,
said he's like,
listen,
you ever been with a black guy before? It was my
most
I
white
think that
first
was me.
women,
time.
they look the
And I was
same.
so scared when
Y'all
you
got
asked me
plain
that.
faces. Y'all easy to draw. Most of y'all look the same. So, but go ahead. You said you did?
No,
You never been with a black man before?
no.
Try it. You want to experience discrimination? Want to get your ass kicked? Go ahead.
Try it is crazy.
Try it.
Like it's a test tube. Try it.
Megan,
No,
I would say,
I'm good. I'm good.
yeah, I would say if you do happen to find a non-white man to love, just,
I'm
I mean,
married to a Puerto
okay.
Rican.
Oh, okay. Well, this whole conversation is inappropriate. Sorry.
Oh, you married to a Puerto Rican. I got you.
Puerto Rican.
Got you.
Como la flor.
If you want it, Hannah probably know. Jordan probably know.
I
That's
definitely
why they
know.
so quiet, because they don't really want to talk about it. They know.
What are we supposed to say? Like, what do you want us to say?
Bad
You ain't
things
gotta
about
say
black
you
women.
said everything. You said everything that you needed to say by not saying nothing.
Have you ever dated a black man, Hannah?
Yes.
Have you gotten hate?
All I've dated is a black man.
You gotten hate from it?
You can hear it. You can hear it in her
See,
voice.
I kind of.
You can hear it in her voice as soon as she talk. As soon as she talk, it's like there. She got a specific tone.
I didn't know that.
What's the name of that note?
No. It wasn't that
They
I knew
stereotyping
that
it
he
now.
was. I knew.
Now y'all knew. Okay.
I would
did not
say
know that.
I have to hear more of
Come
her.
on now.
Y'all thought that girl was Hannah Montana.
I have to know her demeanor.
Absolutely
to me,
not. Y'all cut it out.
Her demeanor to
Oh
me.
my god.
Her demeanor to me.
Y'all don't even want to let her tell her own story.
Gave,
So this is it.
gave that she,
Hannah, what has been your
down a
experience?
little bit.
Q, can you please finish your questioning, please?
Go ahead, Hannah. I forgot to ask her.
What was your question?
Did you get hate for dating black men? Because you said you was from Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like where I was in Washington, it was real diverse. So I never experienced like my high school. We had Koreans, whites, blacks, Mexicans, Samoans, Tongans. Like we were very diverse. So I didn't go to a school that was all white people, all black people. You know, so one of those type of situations. But yeah, I've experienced hate for sure.
from who?
It didn't make me look at the race differently, or you know, if it was women or men. It just made me look at that individual person as, you know, there's something wrong with them.
When
Did
you
you
got
give
the
me-
hate, who is it from mostly? Men, women, white women, black women?
I would say it was the mothers of the men I was dating.
Oh, the mom. Oh, damn, black woman. Damn.
The mothers
If I'm
of
being
the
real,
men.
that's
I
my
mean, I would get that.
That's a no right there. If they got a
my
baby
personal
mama,
situation. If I'm being real, it was the moms, the cousins, the dads never had a problem with me.
Of course, the daddies didn't. That's you, son.
Jazz, do you see a problem with the mothers
Yeah.
getting mad at Hannah?
Do I see a problem with the mothers being mad at them? I don't. Do I see a problem with it? It is a
Why
problem.
do people ask the question
think-
over
I
like
think-
they didn't hear it the first time? Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you see a problem with them discriminating against Hannah Montana for talking to their sons?
So I would like to answer, but when I begin, would you allow me to answer the way I naturally want to?
Yeah, sure. Have it.
Thank you. So I do think that it is
Jazz a dominatrix, baby. I'm sorry. It's reading all kind of dominatrix.
We got to be absolutely quiet so she can
Yeah,
answer
let
the
Jazz
question.
talk. We keep interrupting her. She's been very
I
cool.
mean, whenever you guys are ready. Whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
Thank you. So like I was trying to say, I do think that it's a problem with any mom that gives any girlfriend or boyfriend of their child an issue, especially based on race. Now, I do understand. I'm so sorry, y'all. I do understand where that might come from, and it could be like a protective thing. So I'm not saying that it's right, but I do understand just based on what I know and what it is.
Right,
I don't think that you should have. I think you should have been given a. I think you should have been given a fair chance.
If I were to tell my son not to talk to a black woman, that's racist.
Good point.
That was I never said her saying if you were told you shouldn't date or that your boyfriends were told they shouldn't date you because you're white, that is wrong. If you
But is it racist, Jazz? It to you? Is it racist?
Sure, yeah. Okay. So I think you should have been
Let's sit in that real quick. It's racist.
Is it sure? I'm confused. Is it sure okay? Because if a black mama says you can't date that white woman, is that racist of that black mama?
I guess you would have to ask, like, what's the intention? Why is your white mom telling you not to date a black boy or a black man? Why is a black mother telling her black son not to date a white?
Because she's white. So is she racist?
Sure.
You saying sure is crazy.
Why?
Because you have said on this panel that black people can't be racist.
Yeah, but we don't have to go down that rabbit hole. I don't feel like getting into that whole debate with y'all. If it's racist, sure, you can call it racist.
It's not a debate. We're just trying to ask you to substantiate where you
sure, it is. It I guess some people can view it as racist. I understand racism from a different from what it actually is. Others see it for a different thing. Can that be a prejudice? Yes. But it is in reverse. This is just my opinion. It is just, well, I don't know if it's my opinion because what racism, like the definition of it says something else other than saying don't date somebody because they're of a different race. It's about economic control. But that's why I said I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So yes, for the sake of argument, yes, she was being racist towards you. And if you are a good person and you were treating their son with respect and love, and you should have been given a fair chance. I don't think that is. I don't think that it's wrong.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think that racism only exists when it's towards Black people? Like, is that pretty much what you're saying? Is that racism is only racism when it's towards the Black community? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I know when it was built, when it was created here in America, it was to disparage Black communities only. They made sure that our communities, specifically our livelihoods, what we had access to, what other people had access to, they made sure that we didn't. They kept us in bondage for a long time, just based on our race alone. So when we talk about racism and why it started, yeah.
Wait, guys, you're not answering her question.
Yeah.
Did that ever happen in America? Did that racism ever happen to white people like that? Did it ever?
No, that's not.
You got to answer her question.
Yeah.
So is racism only involved when it comes to Blacks? To you?
In America, yes.
But wait.
But it can affect other non-Black people, like Asians.
No, but I got something to say on that though.
Latinos.
I don't understand how you're saying that's a big problem. That's part of the big problem a lot of people have, is that you're saying that racism only exists towards Black people. That's a problem. No, let me finish. You got to finish. Let me finish, please. I'm saying that, like, when you're talking about this stuff, you're talking about, like, I understand, like, you're saying racism towards Black people, but I feel like it's a victim mindset that you're stuck in, because you're saying that racism only goes towards the Black community when that's not true. And speaking from my personal experience, I'm mixed. So I grew up around mainly white people, but the hate that I got from most people was the Black community. And that's racism. It was racism blatantly. I wasn't allowed to hang out with certain groups at my high school because I was not fully Black, and I thought I was better than everybody, when that was never the case. I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever meet, but I never even got that chance to show people that because of the way that I looked, and because I'm mixed, and because of this and because of that. So when you say that racism is only towards Black people, that's a big problem that a lot of the people in our society have, that mindset of, like, the victim mindset of, like, I'm the only person that can experience that. So when Hannah's talking about how she felt, and you said sure to, oh, is it racist? You said sure. But before, you were like, when we were talking about the Black community, you're like, yeah, that's racist. That's racist. That's racist. Why is it different when Hannah is getting so much hate and so much for who she's choosing to be with? Why is it only racist when it goes down to you or the Black community? Why is it only racist with the Black community when the other communities, and let's say the Black community, is giving Hannah the same thing that we're experiencing? What, because she didn't have to go through slavery, quote unquote, so it's not racist? I'm just confused, because I don't agree with what you're saying.
White supremacy too, though.
Real quick, I just want to bring out the racism really quick. It says racism is a specific type of prejudice and discrimination focused solely on race and ethnicity. So again, I'm not understanding.
The definition of racism that I see is equals prejudice plus power. It's not just about individual bias, it's about systems, laws, policing, education, housing, healthcare that advantage one group while disadvantaging another.
Right. So but back to what I was saying, because I was trying to finish. I don't understand how racism and prejudice are not interrelated, because when it comes down to you saying that, Hannah, if someone says, Hannah, you're not supposed to be, I don't want you dating my son, that is a sense of power, because they remove that family power, that family structure, which is an actual power involved in racism. You control the family, you control the communities, you control the outcomes of whatever is happening in this world. So if a mother is saying, hey, I don't want you to date my son, or you don't need to be with her,
that is exercising a form of racism and a prejudice. It's not just prejudice, but it's also racism because, hey, you're white. I don't want you with my black son. That is racist. Regardless of how you try to, sugarcoat it, the system is more than just big white people in seats. The system is everything else that trickles down after that. And a lot of the system we're very disconnected from, which is our family, our husband, wife, children, creating all of that. That is a system as well. So
thank you for that insight. So back to what I was
but
saying.
I'm not done though. So
okay, go ahead,
just hold on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to say, Hannah, you date all the black men you want, honey. Okay, you come to my cookout. All right, you come get you some cornbread, some mashed potatoes. Okay, some dressing. Okay, I'm gonna feed you good, honey, because I'm from the South and we used to that junk. Okay, there's this place called Grand Mary in Louisiana, and they stayed doing that. Okay, they stayed interracially relating and all that stuff. So it's just fine, honey. It was right up the street from where I was in Liberia, honey. So listen, I'm not that type of black person, all right? I don't want you to get that kind of feel, all right? I don't believe the same thing that Jazz does. I believe you a person, and I believe this is an injustice. And I'm going to advocate for your injustice, okay? Period. White power.
I don't think.
Go back to
white power is crazy.
So I just wanted to walk
We gotta
with
do a super
Hannah.
chat after Jazz. Go ahead, Jazz.
Yeah, and Hannah, I hope what I said didn't offend you in any way. We're getting into semantics. I am not going to disagree with Kamara. If that is, you can look at that as a form of racism, but to answer, what's your name, beautiful Jordan. So the reason why I say, okay, let's be clear, racism doesn't affect only Black people, but in the US, it has historically targeted Black people, right? And these are just facts. We're not making this up, right? So we do know that in the US, racism was built into the foundation of this country: slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration, systemic discrimination. We have irrefutable facts and data and proof to show this. These things only happened towards Black people, right? For a very long time. In America, there has never been a history in America that showed racism affected white people that way.
We gotta go next.
But they had the economic power, right, to affect other groups of people in that way based on their race alone. So that's why I said racism affects. It does affect everyone, but historically speaking, that's what it is. And it hasn't really changed. But like I said, neither one of you, both of you are gorgeous. Neither one of y'all should have gone through what you've gone through. You should be given a fair chance because you're a human being first. And it'll just be based on your character. You shouldn't have gone through that, Hannah. I'm sorry that you did. And Jordan, the same.